Well, now that the NFL season is over and the Patriots are champions again, former Jackrabbit star Zach Zenner can begin focusing on finding a home for 2019. He was back in Sioux Falls today working out at the Sanford Fieldhouse. Zenner had a roller coaster season that saw him get cut by the Lions early on after an injury, only to sign with them again later in the season and play some of his best football in his 4-year NFL career. He rushed for 265 yards and 3 scores. It's why Zach isn't quite ready to leave football for his other career in medicine just yet.
You know, I don't have a contract for next year, so technically it could be over. And I'm ready if that happens, but I like to keep playing football, so I'm hoping to get another shot.
We hope he gets another shot too. His final game last season certainly showed what Zach is capable of when he ran for 93 yards and a touchdown in that win at Green Bay. Well, the Dort women's basketball team is already flipping the script on last season's 14-17 finish. And the main force in that dramatic turnaround is sophomore Erica Feenstra. KDLT's Nicole Griffith introduces us to our Carl's TV and Appliance Athlete of the Week.
Erica Feenstra is making her mark on the Defenders program as a sophomore.
Erica has just been extremely consistent all season. She has really worked hard just on her physicality and the type of player that she is, and she has just had an outstanding season so far.
Feenstra broke the school's single-season scoring record this year with 500 points and counting.
I'd like to say I'm kind of physical. I like to play down low. I like the aggression of the game, and I really like the fast pace of the game. I like to go out and run and try to get some layups.
She started every game the last 2 years, averaging 22.5 points a game this season, doing most of her damage in the paint.
This year especially, I started to play down low. Last year, where I was on the wing, a little more of a threat is that I'm starting to play down in the post and becoming more physical every game.
The Defenders have already reached a national ranking this year, but it didn't come without some inconsistency.
I'm their third coach in 3 years, and for them to jump on board the way they have, it's just outstanding.
This may be Harmson's first season with the Defenders, but it's not with Feenstra.
I had the opportunity to coach Erica in high school, actually.
Giving the head coach a pretty good idea of what kind of threat the 6-foot forward can be.
She's physical, and she is tough. She can step out and hit that 3 too. Just her rebounding has been fantastic. Her scoring around the basket and going to different moves. She's just really worked hard at improving her game.
For the sophomore, she'll be a dominant force for the next 2 years.
It's fun to be able to look ahead and go, okay, we got these pieces to the puzzle coming back.
Making Dort's future pretty bright. In Sioux Center, Nicole Griffith, KDLT Sports.
Now, speaking of basketball, we had a good matchup in Class B tonight when third-ranked Viborg Hurley hosted Canastota. The 9-4 Hawks trying to snap a long win streak for the home team, and they would get off to a great start in this one. Nice passing in transition, finding Jared Teason wide open, and the Hawks jump out to a 5-point lead. The Cougars like to run too. Off the rebound, they fly down the court. Shane Anderson lays it up and in to tie this ball game up. Later in the first quarter, Tice Ortman with a spin and the fadeaway off glass. Gotta love this. Larry Bird would love it. You just don't see that very often anymore. That's a great shot. Canastota goes up by 4. Now back come the Cougars off another rebound. Grant Mickelson guns it to Brody Sherman, who goes up for 2, and he got fouled. Viborg Hurley up by 3. Hawks end the half with a flourish. Trey Ortman with a nice finish. Canastota led by as many as 7. And they were up by 5 at halftime. But the second half, it belonged to the home team. Cougars come away with a mad scramble for the ball. Grady Sherman's going to score, and they go on to win 82-74. Now, in the girls' game, the Cougars came in with an 11-4 record. Yet, like the boys' game, the Hawks get off to a fast start in this one. Jordan Engelbrecht with a steal goes all the way. She had 21 points to lead the way for her team. More from James Strang's team in the second. Mackenzie Krinke for the 3, and the Hawks lead by as many as 9. But Bill Hansen's Cougars, they would finish the half strong. Great hustle by Coral Mason, gets the steal, saves it to Tori Hansen. She had 15 points, and the Cougars rally to take a 4-point lead at halftime. Fourth quarter, they would put it away on this great fast break. Ronke puts it up and in. 65-60, your final. The home team gets the sweep in two really fun games tonight. Coleman Egan also won along with Ethan. They stay undefeated. Waverly South Shore, Del Rapids St. Mary and Bonham victorious along with Great Plains Lutheran and Dual. Lawton Bronson and Emmetsburg both win tonight along with Rock Valley and Canton. Miller and Redfield Dolan victorious. Avon and Corsica Stickney as well. Dubrook and Groton area along with Todd County and Langford, Hillsbeaver Creek and Worthington. Also Warner beat Britton Hecla 55-25. In boys hoops, there's your Viborg Hurley score again. How about Connor Libas? He had 38 points in that Del Rapids St. Mary win tonight. Coleman Egan and Hitchcock Tulare victorious along with EPJ and Dakota Valley. Chester and Hamlin win along with DeSmet and Howard. Langford and Potter County victorious. Wall and Warner as well. Millbank and West Sioux win along with Canton and Elkton Lake Benton. In women's basketball, a 4-overtime game. That's only happened one other time in the GPAC. Sarah Carr with 38 points and 17 rebounds for Dakota Wesleyan. They're now 23-3 in the men's game, not going quite so well. Midway through the second half, the Tigers trail 71-49, and darn it, I didn't have time to run those highlights of the Super Bowl again. But in case you missed it, the Patriots win their 6th Super Bowl yesterday, 13-3. A little bit of a snoozer, but it's a win. We'll be right back.